If you want, after this set, you could watch the video and get back to me what you think of it. Because we're not going on quite as late as yesterday.
Yeah.
But we did more yesterday, right? That's good.
If you wanted to continue, I think I'd go on, but we don't need a repeat.
Yeah, I'd like to. It's just we'd have to go on to round 2, wouldn't we?
Yep, and you'd have to do it.
Oh yeah, but I could. So, yeah, we could do that because it would still record you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I might do at least like one set. It depends how tired I get. So, yeah. We'll see how I feel afterwards. And then you could always do that another time. You could do that any time the video that I sent you, right?
Yeah, we'll just have to see.
We could just keep. I'm glad that you want to keep going. It'll be fun.
So welcome everyone to another round of the Emperor of Highland tournament. So this is Egypt AI and the test Egypt AI that I made versus Toa's SumerSlippingAway. I feel like Egypt's victory is slipping away even as we speak, but we'll just have to see. And
you seem quite scared of this AI.
Well, I'm just scared of my lackluster ability inside. I probably put more effort into making Egypt test AI than I did.
Yeah, it's sad, isn't it, when you work really hard on AI and they're not as good. I feel that a bit where, Phil Hittite Island, who won the first game, looked really strong, but then sucked after that. I feel quite like that about him because I worked really hard on him and then he didn't turn out that good. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you can always do one thing. You could give up and just move on to the next AI, or you could always do. I mean, you could do both, can't you? You can make new AI, but you can also update. You can keep updating him until he's strong.
So I think we're still at 7 minutes here, and we still don't have berries on Egypt.
We'll wait till it's at 9 then. If it gets to 9, then we would do a regeneration. Has mine got better? Oh yeah.
Yeah, you got berries over there.
What's that by the gold, or is you collecting gold, I think?
Oh yeah, you got berries.
Yeah, I'm doing it there, but I mean, where's the granary? I think it's up there.
You don't have a granary. Oh yeah.
Oh, there I do. Yeah. But, okay, so it's 9 minutes. Check if you have a granary.
No.
Where's your berries? Oh, there. Right, so we're going to restart now.
Yeah.
We'll do a regeneration.
Map regeneration.
No, it's fine. It's fair for bet it would happen the other side as well.
So let's go ahead and edit the scenario quickly.
And because it's 4 times speed, right? It's actually only like 2.5 minutes of time before it gets to 9 minutes.
And map, small island, players, 3 players.
You've got the hang of this now.
Well, when you have to go back and redo it quickly, you have to, go as quickly as you can. Move you corner. Back. Delete. Town center. There. Save.
Yeah, awesome.
Put the main name.
There we go.
Scenario.
They're quite far apart now, aren't they? Let's go.
Okay, let's do it.
Here we go.
Score that there.
They're really far apart. They're like opposites of the map almost.
Yeah, this is a little bit different here. But I feel like, and let's not spoil it for the audience.
What comes.
What comes.
Yeah.
These 2 AIs have, but the community should know that these AI have played each other multiple times.
Have you tested them aside from me as well, like on your own without showing me as well?
Have I tested them?
Have you played them by yourself?
Well, yes, this is one of the ones that I have played multiple times with. By myself.
Interesting.
Yes. Multiple times. Because it's one. It's one of the earliest ones that I guess you made since we started doing this thing.
Yeah.
So we were kind of going head and head there until we started making the other AI.
I mean, technically, it looks like this is like version 5. That I'm like, I did like 1 version or 2 versions per day or something, because I changed the name of it a bit of this version. Yeah.
This is stupid. Yes, you can call your own AI stupid. This is stupid. I'm in.
Right at the edge of the map, yeah. We've both got our granaries up, haven't we? So that's good.
But why are there no villagers on berries over there?
Oh yeah, that's not good for my AI. Maybe you already clicked up to
Maybe.
Page.
But don't you?
Or maybe he's
more...
gonna go and lose the game. Yeah, how many vills has he got?
Well, he's still creating villagers.
Oh no, they came out. He's still making.
What are they doing? Are you... Maybe Sumer is so confident in its ability that he's flying each of
It's a bit like the first game with Cheeky. Right?
Yeah.
Do you remember the first game with Cheeky where he just...
Yeah.
He got stuck idle villages.
Toa, thank you.
Yeah.
Egypt needed this victory. I appreciate you being willing to sacrifice 1 round to not make me feel so bad about Egypt being such a weak AI.
I'll just pretend I intended it. Or either that, or this could be one of those draw games. Do you remember that happened once?
Oh.
If neither of ours click up,
there
and
you
it goes
go.
on forever. I'll get there.
Now
I'll just be slower than normal. I might not lose.
Yeah,
We'll
now
see.
that you found
It's a good chance for your AI, isn't it? The thing is, will your AI get up because the berries are run out? It needs to. Is it doing a cheeky game 1 now? Yours?
I don't know.
Did we jinx it? Because now yours are standing around like, where's my food?
You're standing around like a bunch of idiots. You know.
That's what Cheeky did with all. He did it like with 10 berries and just standing there, didn't he?
They are on the other side of the map, so you. Oh, they're going for something here. I don't know what it is.
Exploring. Probably looking for some more food.
Did you find your berries all the way over here? And then...
Maybe. Is he going to build a gallery there? I know, he's probably just exploring. He's like, where's my food, man?
Where's the food?
Yeah, both our AIs had a bad start.
Okay, there we go. They're creating more. They're going up.
Yeah.
Egypt is going up.
Don't know about mine though. Mine's was slow to get food. This is the 1.FB version that you loaded, isn't it?
Yes.
Still. Oh, well, that's what the scenario is on, of course, yeah. So 18 minutes is, and neither of ours are until yet. Well, I've got more on food at least, but I'm being attacked.
Being attacked.
Good job there, Sumerian vills, eh? It take longer to go down.
There you go.
You suddenly lay down lots at once. It's not very often that you see the AI build so many builds at once, is it?
No,
I think that's because I increased the cap, builder cap, I think, on the profile. So that actually worked. That's something I might do again. Yeah, that Clubman's doing some damage, but it's going to take a while. No, but my AI's definitely had a worse start than yours.
Yeah.
So this is your chance of winning one.
We'll see.
Mine still has a chance, I think, but it's a lot like because yours should get to Bronze Age before mine now, I think.
We'll see.
I don't know. We'll see. Yeah.
No, this is not good here. This is
bad placement, but I guess it's not too far from the
No. I'm just
granary,
saying a caveman going for the building instead of chasing down the building.
All right. Yeah. Definitely. You got a lot of food there, though.
Yeah, but where's the wood?
Yeah, I went full wood and then you went full food.
Yeah, this is.
Have you got a market?
Yeah.
Oh, you must do because of the
Yeah,
sun. Have you got? Oh, yeah, you're probably just getting food to go up.
Probably.
Because you don't need wood to go up, right? Once you've got the buildings. So I'm guessing that once yours clicks up, they'll go onto wood, but well, hopefully, because yours seems to have a lot of villas. Could you check the villager counts? Because I think mine stops at 21. Mine has very few. So mine will make 2 more villas and then never makes more all game than 21A.
Both of these AIs are very slow normally, getting up to the Bronze Age. I mean...
In this game, you mean?
I mean, typically they are pretty slow getting up anyway, so, in my experience. I don't know why that is, but... But I still think Sumer is a fairly good AI.
Yeah, Sumer shouldn't really be that later on because he doesn't do anything but try to go straight for Bronze Age.
Have you used Egypt much outside?
No, just tested it as an opponent and yeah. Let's see.
Well, I think they have plenty of gold. I think something that Egypt might want to do is create maybe 3 more farms here, because 3 farms I don't think are enough.
But you are collecting. You have managed to find. I normally like to make lots of farms in case the AI doesn't find food. But you did manage to find lots. But I guess you've kind of run out of food now, haven't you? Yeah. That's why you're on all the gold and that. Because the reason why they're on the gold and stone is because your AI is like, if you can't find the resource you want to find, they put them on anything random, really. Yeah, this is looking good for my... is yours in bronze, though? The score looks high.
No, but yours is in bronze.
Oh. Yeah.
Yep. I think they're going up, though, maybe. I don't know. Usually they create more farms when they're going up, so... Just have to see. This one caveman's trying his darndest to kill your... You have to give that one clubman credit.
Yeah, for sure.
He's taking it like a champ. You know? Whoa, what happened there?
Foundation got destroyed. I think I tried to build it. I've tried to build something.
That's strange.
You tried to build something there and... Oh no, I tried to build something there and then you hit it with the clubman.
But it had more than one... It
HP,
had more than 1 HP, so I'm surprised that happened.
Yeah, so the clubman did 3 damage or something then. I don't know, but... Interesting.
So
we're both Bronze Age.
Yeah.
What do you think is going to happen now? Neither of us seem to have army, right?
Well... That's not...
Oh, now I have.
Oh no! Caveman! No! Rest in peace. We shall watch you become a skeleton. Sad. Okay. Well, it's close to Halloween anyways, so... What are they doing? Now here's something I don't know. This is kind of a cultural thing, but do you guys typically have a day for Halloween over there or anything like that?
Yeah, we do. We didn't used to back in the day, I think, but for years, for decades now, yeah. Since at least the 80s, probably before then, because we do the whole trick or treat thing, yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering about that, if you guys did.
I think we got it from America, but we didn't always do it, but we've done it for like at least since the 80s, maybe 70s or something. Maybe longer.
It's a kind of a neat thing. Okay, so you're attacking, but
Where's your Bronze Age units is what I'm wondering.
it's frustrating though, because it doesn't get those units out there until so this is something I need to work on, but once it gets it out there, it can start, pumping everything out. But right now,
I have a similar problem with one of my AIs that does tons of upgrades before getting. I think the Assyrian one, my latest one, or was it the Hittite one? I can't remember. One of them makes the chariot archers way too late, but this one goes to them earlier, I think.
It's so close to getting its units out. Come on, Egypt, get your units out. You can do it.
Does mine have any catapults? Well, stone throwers, Siege workshop somewhere.
I don't see it. Not yet.
Probably skipped it. There's a not even in the wood or something.
Oh my goodness, this is frustrating to watch. Come on, Egypt. Because even when you and I were testing it the other day, we saw that it was able to get units out there and attack. So this is mildly frustrating, not seeing any units come out here. Attack, we want to see something.
I'm gonna check your AI, see what's going on. Have you tried doing the different versions of your test AI against each other?
Yeah. Remember, this is the one that we did it all.
Yeah, we did it in a 1 versus 1, not in a MMA, I meant though.
Oh no, I didn't test them separately like that.
That might be interesting to do. Well, I've noticed you've uncommented some things that you've taken out the X-Men and 2 villagers.
Yeah, I took out the X-Men because I was trying to get up faster too.
Yeah, to Bronzes, I mean.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yours does a few things before it gets the army out.
Well, it looks like it just got the sentry towers up. So it just researched sentry towers.
Let's see where that is.
I'd imagine that we would be fairly close at this point.
Can't find it.
Sentry towers?
I can't find it in the AI. Oh no, I'm looking. Whoops, I was looking at mine.
That could be the problem.
Yeah. Right. Sentry tower, right. So right after sentry tower, you make chariot archers.
Where are the chariot archers?
So they should be coming next, but you might skip them if you don't have the resources. But then after that, you get 2 walking, then you do 5 chariots. So it's a case of resources.
Why is the farm going out after Is it because the spare TC? Some things have to be arranged here, obviously, because another.
I've noticed in AI files sometimes the order sometimes matters even more than what's on the list, right?
Because the other TC here should come after units being produced.
Oh right, that TC. Where's that? Let's see. Oh, that's quite late on the list. Yeah, so
it feels like they went out of order.
Stuff. It's because they've skipped a lot of the other stuff, probably.
It feels like they went a lot out of order here.
Well, probably because they skipped the previous stuff.
Yeah, this is something. Something is really messed up here. The only thing that's keeping this.
Good from my end, no?
The only thing
the tower, yeah.
Is the tower.
My AI will get to Iron Age, won't it?
I don't
Eventually.
know. I don't know here. We're really stuck in this.
Plenty of farms.
Oh my. Bashing our heads against the wall feels.
What's wrong? Because your AI is not making army, you mean?
Yeah, I feel like we aren't getting anywhere right now. It's just...
Well, we are. Mine's gonna eventually. Mine hasn't got stuck, right? Mine should go the Iron Age eventually.
Okay. Hoping to see something. Whether it's a loss or a win or something. I mean, whatever. There we go. Is that another farm going up? Well, I'm hoping that, we see more than just a farm. I can't believe that it skipped chariots. Such a crucial...
Must have not been able to afford it.
It looks like they didn't research wheel.
Well, did you not put wheel as a critical research?
That's probably what it was.
Because I normally do that as well as the ages. That's one of the ones I always do because you can't make chariots, and it's like really good economy grade as well, isn't it? So it's like really essential.
Yeah.
So then maybe that because it wasn't on.
I think that
and then they couldn't make the.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think that wheel wasn't researched, and this is just.
So they tried to make the chariots and they couldn't. Yeah.
This is really...
So you see, mine does a lot of things before it goes to Iron Age, so it makes sense that I'm slow to Iron Age because it's meant to do lots of other things first, like get a siege workshop and stone pillars and stuff.
Typically, this isn't what happens between our AI. Usually we see some sort of battle.
Has mine got a siege workshop somewhere now? I don't see a siege workshop. I see a government centre. Oh, what's that? Is that another farm or? Yeah, so mine can't go up to Iron Age because it doesn't have its siege workshop. I think one of the ways to stop... It looks like mine's having a skip building problem.
Yeah, this is...
But it will finish in the end. Even if we have to go for hours, it won't go on forever.
Yeah, this is a fight that could last till the end of time. Almost.
I think the issue is if my chariot archers get to kill more vills, because they're not all by the tower, right? That can be deadly. The issue is if mine's stuck in Bronze Age forever, yours might eventually get to Iron Age and then move on to other units and win it, because mine is starting to look... When I see a siege workshop, then that's a sign mine can start going to Iron Age. Because the siege workshop was meant to come right after wheel, before the chariot archers. So they skipped the siege workshop. But they should get back. I think that when you get to the end of the list, they do eventually go back, don't they, and do what the earlier stuff that they skipped. Don't they? I'm not sure. Does it work on a loop if you skip something and you go back and do it later?
I think it's completely skipped. I think it's done.
Oh, right.
Because I've seen AI just like Researcher Wonder, for instance. And then, after they've done the Wonder and it falls down, they're dead. They aren't doing anything. They just stand around and just let everyone kill them. I've seen that before. I don't understand this farm placement at all.
So maybe you could check my AI to see if it's made a Siege Workshop now. At least I'm attacking. Yeah, they made the government centre, but the Siege Workshop is meant to come before the government centre, just before. So they skip skipping buildings seems an issue. I think one solution is to make more than one of the same building.
Or you could.
It makes it less likely to skip it, doesn't it?
You could put a building as crucial, even though.
Oh, in the per file. You mean in the per file? Is that what you mean?
I'm just saying inside the AI file to mark the government center as crucial item.
How do you do that?
As a critical item in the build order. Inside the AI
you can do it for researches, but I don't know how you can do it for buildings. Because there's just B or A, there isn't like a C build, is there?
I
think you have to use the per file, don't you, and put like a critical object in the per file.
I think you're right. I was confused too, but I'll have to double check that.
It'd be way easier if you could use the.
Yeah.
I thought that buildings are by default supposed to be critical anyway.
Look at that.
So it looks like once you've skipped it, you do come back to it eventually. I think it's only after you've done loads of because there's a number of attempts, isn't there, before skip kind of. So I think eventually that it depends on the per file how long they get stuck for. Now I'm thinking that yours is going to win because yours has towers and mine doesn't. Yours has stronger chariots than mine. And yours could go up to iron and mine can't. How often does Egypt Test AI beat iron, do you think?
Almost never.
Interesting.
Because...
What speed do you test them on, by the way?
I mean, the thing is that when your AI gets up into Iron Age, you research.
Quite scary then, yeah.
You become Horse Archer, which is a very scary unit. Well, I don't know.
If a Siege Workshop comes up, then mine will have a chance if it comes up eventually. But obviously I'm nowhere near dead yet, but I'm worried for the future of my AI here. Yours has more army as well. So, what speed do you normally test them on when you test them against each other? Oh, right. Like max on the speed thing. Interesting. Yeah, I think yours is going to win the first game.
Well, at least it wasn't a blowout one.
My bug was bigger than yours. Yours skipped wheel, but mine skipped Siege Workshop.
And plus the really slow, thing at the beginning. I mean, both of us really kind of suffered through that, but I think that you had a harder time with it. And that's
I'm still putting a fight. It's not GG yet, right? I'm still putting up a fight.
Not GG yet. I mean,
well, I see the ending. Yeah, mine's beyond storage pits everywhere now.
Yeah. Well, at this point, I feel like these two AIs are as close as they're going to become anything. Oh, no people on food? Where's the food?
It's closer than I thought. Mine's attacking now. Yeah, mine's... I mean, you do only have one tower, right? I know you have a couple. But still, it's like... Yeah, it's quite close at the moment, isn't it? I've made a lot of extra emergency units there. Look at that. All those clubmen and bowmen are all emergency units. I'll be back.
How come there's no farmers? Where is the food? Where are the villagers? I think this is GG. Can't produce any more there's no villagers. And town is getting wrecked. I don't understand it. What happened to the villagers?
This is a good game. Chariot Wars. I'm back.
What in the world is going on here? I don't understand this game at all. I actually don't. I disagree. I think this was a pretty... It's a close game, but I don't like this game at all. Because there was so little action for the longest time. And plus no farms, and I just don't understand what's happening with the game. It's frustrating to watch it.
It's a shame. Yeah, I was enjoying it.
I not having any villagers, and
I'm surprised mine even survived, because I thought I was dead when I saw how many chariots yours had compared to mine. I don't know how mine held on.
I guess I was
yours are also Egyptian, so they have more HP as well.
I guess I was hoping Egypt was going to have at least one victory, but the fact that, you know, there's only two and hasn't made a villager in such a long period of time, and you're still producing food here, but do you have any gold? You're still producing cavemen. But where are your military units at? Where is everyone?
This is a funny game.
Where are the military? Oh my. kudos to these two chariots that were able to hold on for so long. I mean, embarrassing, but
it's a close game. Neither of ours seem to want to go to Iron Age.
Well, this one's not going to anywhere anymore.
Yeah, yours does seem to have no eco, which means I think mine might eventually win. Because you'll eventually run out of resources to repair, or run out of stone to repair your tower,
No, but
right?
there are no villagers. There are no villagers alive.
Oh, right, so you can't repair. Oh, yeah, so I think mine will win this then.
This is the only. These are the only.
The only issue is those chariots, yeah.
You've got one. Oh, there you go.
Oh yeah, I think this
is cheap. Okay, there we go. Where's the second? Did the second chariot die? There. Okay, I'm calling it GG. You?
Oh well, I thought mine had lost that. I'm surprised they survived. Yeah, definitely, because yours has 0 vills.
Great. Okay.
I thought you had so many chariots. I don't know how mine survived. I think it's I'm just confused why I made so many emergency units.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because I skipped the Siege Workshop and couldn't go to. My AI got stuck, so it did that, right?
I think this is going to have to be the last game tonight. I think.
Sorry.
I think this match will have to be the last match tonight.
Oh. I thought you wanted to keep going.
Yeah, but it's going to be. I think I'm going to have to go to.
Alright, it's good. Do you mean this game, or do you mean the whole match?
This match. I don't think this match will go on that long, but you never know. That last one was embarrassing. So let's see what changes here. So
do you think before you go to bed you'll want to watch the DE video I did then?
I want to be able to watch that. Yes, I definitely want to see. I definitely want to see that.
Okay.
So, and then Highland. No. Wait, why is it large? Tiny. Okay, there. Players. Number players 3.
You got to regenerate this one.
Yeah, no. I've already regenerated it. So.
Well, I think you have to regenerate it because one of the vills is hiding behind that tree, so you can't delete it.
Oh, I thought I could get it. Let's see if I can grab it.
Oh, you can move the tree and put it back, can't you?
Yeah, I can do that.
I didn't think of that. Yeah, because the tree is really crucial, of course. It's really it's really nice. Make sure to put it back. There we go. So you don't have to regenerate. Sorry, I forgot you could move the tree.
Oh, and then, okay, okay.
There you go.
And
You've got to give me the yellow town centre, right? You've still got blue town centre.
I do? Oh.
Yeah, town centre. That would be a big nerf. To have no TC. 200 wood down and...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want even a better handicap. So,
an even fight to delete my TC.
Okay, so let's see if we can play any better this time and give everyone a better show.
Yeah, both of ours didn't do so well.
But I think they played better than was it Resilient and the Scout
Egypt,
Archer?
Yeah.
Well,
sorry. No, it was the Invasion Portsland and Shang Archer. Yeah, those two were really bad, weren't they?
I think that we could have being either one of those AIs. These two were either one of these could have been either one of those two.
Yeah, I think so.
But these weak AI just have to be eliminated in this turn. I mean, and even in AI created 2016, I think that last match.
He's pretty strong. He just had a couple of issues. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that last game he would have wiped both of these guys' butts. So.
Yeah, I think so too.
Just have to.
And Macedonian would as well.
Yeah,
but mine sometimes is a bit better than that, doesn't it? It gets to Bronze Age quicker sometimes.
Yeah. This time I'm assuming that Sumer will play a much better game. I've seen him play better games. So.
He said he usually gets a slow Bronze Age. I was surprised by that because his focus is to go right up to Bronze Age right away. So, do you mean?
He goes. Sumer usually goes up to Iron Age. I mean, Sumer can go all the way up to Iron Age, create the horse archers, go for it. I mean, he'll win that game. 100% of the time. When he gets those horse archers. At least against an Egypt Tesla.
Well, it's straight counters them, really, doesn't it?
Where are...
Horse archers is better than chariot archers.
Oh, we've got a problem. We've got no berries again.
Just really bad berries.
No, there it is.
They've got this. They're not the best either because someone's stuck by the goal, but...
I still have it, so...
You can still get them.
Yep.
They just can't get many bills around it.
Yep, this still counts.
My AI seems to have a better map.
Yeah, Egypt wants to give you an advantage because, Egypt wants to think that it's a good AI, but really it's not. So, we'll see. Maybe it'll get lucky. Who knows? This is a terrible berry. I mean, they totally missed the berries over here. Terrible berries.
Those ones I think the others are even worse.
Yeah, I mean, terrible berries.
And then he gets it. Yeah.
And you're already up into Fool's Age. I mean, this game is decided here and now.
Unfortunately, I kind of agree. But
we have to suffer and watch it.
Let me check.
Maybe I should go.
I really enjoy watching these games. You seem to feel frustrated by them.
We have to suffer and watch these games. Where's my pillow at, Toa? Where's my pillow? Just kidding. I don't want to fall asleep just yet. This is I mean, look. Sumer is actually playing fairly well. I mean, getting up to 4th farm, looking good. 5th farm.
No need to sound so surprised. He makes 6. The early versions made 10 farms.
Well,
I remember you saying you thought you made too many farms, and then I'll say when the 7th farm comes up, it means he's clicked up to Bronze Age.
I guess I'm fairly surprised by how many farms he has at this, stage in the game. It was it 16 minutes and he has farms. I mean, that's a fairly good time, right?
It's because he doesn't do other things it's because that's as soon as he goes Tool Age, it's market, villager farm, villager farm, villager farm, villager farm, like.
Egypt.
So that's probably. Have I got an archery range somewhere?
You've got everything. You're ready. You're ready for bronze.
Awesome. So when you see the 7th farm, because they've got 6, I think. Have I got 6 farms? I think when you see the 7th, it means I've clicked to bronze. Because he's supposed to make 6 in Tool Age.
Yeah.
But he starts making them in Bronze Age. So after Bronze Age, farm is the first thing. So if you see a 7th farm, it means he's clicked to bronze. I might get to bronze before you get to Tool.
It's totally possible. I'm not denying it. One
I think the perfar for this AI of mine's quite good actually. I'm quite happy with it because it seems to find like far food and things, but still have the farms going and as well. And the farms that are idle and not being used, you can always use them later, right?
There you go.
Oh, there you go. And look how it makes several at once. You don't see the AI do that much, do you?
No.
To lay down a bunch, and it's like, I think it's because I changed the builder cap to, let me see, that's in the per files. Yeah, I'm quite happy with him. Do you think he has it? Do you think either of these AIs have a chance of winning the tournament?
Sumo? Yes.
Either of them.
I don't know. I have a hard time thinking that this AI will beat.
Yeah, it would have to come back a lot, so because it looks like this one's going to be won by mine as well.
Because I think
you'd have to win the next three, wouldn't it? Yeah.
I think that the Shane Cavalry could come in here and sweep. I have a tough time. I have a hard time with the idea that this AI will beat that AI.
Shane Cavalry.
The Macedonian. Macedonian. Oh.
You think that will beat Sumo?
Yes, I do.
Ouch. It is pretty good, your AI, yeah.
I think it, but I don't know if it will beat Cheeky. But because Cheeky is such a good Imperial, the three competitors...
The towers makes him tough to fight, even if he's still Tool-Age. Sometimes the Bronze Age opponent can't finish him off because of all the towers, right?
Yeah, because, I'm only putting, what I think inside this conversation. So, I think that Macedonian will take this guy, but Cheeky, and that'll be an interesting fight between Cheeky and the other if it gets to that point, and also Immortal Greece. That'll be another one.
Yeah.
With Centurion out, those are the three competitors that I think have the potential of winning.
But Cheeky might still be my best. Cheeky might still be my best AI then, man.
It could be. Yeah.
I did work on it the most, so it's fair. I think this one's probably my second best. But then I worked on it the second most. It's funny, isn't it?
You're really new. Your new
My
AI.
new AI it was pretty good. It did have some bad luck, didn't it? It had some bugs, I guess, a bit like Centurion did.
I don't think that we can throw it, because I think it actually might be able to take SumerSlippingAway, maybe. It just ran into some bad luck, just like Centurion ran into bad luck.
Yeah. Have you tested SumerSlippingAway against Macedonian Cavalry? The Macedonian Hordes fight this,
No, I haven't tested those AIs against each other, but I have tested Macedonian versus Immortal Greece.
Alright. Interesting.
I will not tell you the result of it.
Okay, yeah. So I'm thinking that the reason why you thought that, so you thought you'd beat mine, but not because you've already tested it, because that would be like spoiler for the tournament anyway, I guess.
Yeah. I'm not. It's just what my opinion is at the moment. I just think that Immortal Greece, and I think Cheeky, and I think that the Macedonian AI are the best AIs. Because Cheeky is such a good AI.
Although some of the other Immortals seem quite scary as well, but I do think Greek is probably the Yamato one seemed quite good. I think the Yamato one against Macedonian was quite interesting, because they both go for cavalry, don't they? That'd be interesting, but yours does mix in hoplites as well, though. Iron Age against Tool Age.
I almost want to call this, but I'm not because I just want.
I guess Suma's pretty scary if he gets to Iron Age, isn't he?
Yeah, I just want to watch Egypt suffer at this point. This is suffer, villagers, suffer for not getting up. This is your punishment. I mean, they play a terrible game, to be honest. Egypt, terrible game. They deserve the fate that... I'm going to call the GG. I'm assuming you're okay with that.
Pardon?
I'm calling the GG. Are you okay with that?
Yeah. It's Iron Age against Tool Age, and we've not really got
this is...
Yeah.
There's...
Yeah, very over. Very, very over.
Okay. I don't want to see... Let's go on to the third match. This is going to be this could be a blowout. I mean...
Yeah, it might be a 3-0.
Sorry about Egypt not being better, but...
That's okay.
But it's all... Like
sometimes the AI you work on the hardest isn't good, isn't it? And then sometimes it's not just with AIs, it's with everything they create, isn't it? Sometimes it's sad when you work really hard on something and it's not any good, and then something else you just do for a bit of fun quickly and it's really good.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that, spent so long working on the AI.
I think that you should test the older versions against each other, the different versions of Egypt against each other 1v1, because it's quite possible that some of your earlier versions might have been stronger, isn't it?
Could be, but not inside the group fight, as we found out.
Not inside. Not inside what?
The group fight that we saw earlier.
Yeah.
V3 was the best.
But but FFAs are kind of quite look based. I mean, also this is why we're doing best. It might be interesting if you did a best of 5. If you did a tournament, really, a mini tournament, like a bracket, like what we're doing, but just with like your 3 Egypt AIs or 4.
Look how high this hill is over here. It's going up all the way over there. That's cool looking.
That is cool. He's watching from up on high.
Yeah. It looks like he's king of the hill over there.
He's like, I'm just here to watch the action.
And he kind of is. He's looking down.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I call it observer. I changed the tribe name to observer because the idea is that he's watching.
Hey, I just put the dots to, but anyways. Next game. Maybe the final game in this set. Let's just pray for Egypt that he can get up. A short prayer for Egypt. Because we don't want the game to be a blowout. We're here to watch.
We're also kind of praying for my AI to bug out just so you get 1 win, right?
No, I want both AIs to play at the best of their ability. How's
and
that?
yours to still win.
Alright. No, I don't. Not necessarily. I just want to see the best fight there is.
Alright then. Well, I think that first game was, except for the fact that they played bad, right?
Yeah, that
was. It was an even fight, but they both played terrible.
I know. Yes, I don't want to see another one of those fights, no matter which.
Well, in AI tournaments, you're going to see that. In AOE1, you're going to see that sort of thing a lot.
Yep.
But there's less of it in Definitive. I'm telling you, there's less of it in Definitive Edition. Like, you can do 2.0 speed, but the best of 5s are probably just about as quick, maybe even quicker, even though it's half speed, just because you don't get all those gains with them bugging out for ages.
So you're
not attacking.
You found villager. Your villagers have found food. Egypt is being a bunch of losers and might cause this game to restart. Plus there's a lion guarding the berries. I can already tell I'm going to have to redo the map.
Not yet though, because it's not 9 minutes.
Yeah, I know. You have to wait, but... Whew.
Looks like it.
This is a bummer. Berries were just too far away for the villagers to find.
The guy at the top looking at the down from the hill, he's like, well, this sucks.
Yep, this really stinks.
There we go, he's still not granary, right? So we get a restart.
Okay.
So at 9 minutes.
Okay. Fair
I'm glad we
enough.
put in the rules because then we've got something to stick to.
Yep.
It's fair to both of ours. If it happened to mine, we'd also
This is
restart.
the second time it's happened to this AI inside. This is embarrassing.
It might be the explanation rules in your per or something.
I really don't
Not
think
sure.
it's. I don't. It's just the way.
It could just be chance.
I think.
Yeah,
I think it's chance. I really do. Map. Well, players 3. The units.
You can't. I'm looking at Egyptian per. You did that. You commented out the gathering percentages.
Yes, I took out the gathering percentages for Egypt.
Because I find that it doesn't seem. They don't seem to work, do they?
No. The gathering percentages don't seem to work inside the first game.
Like, because I tried them experiments where I put 100% on food, 100% or one that's 100% water, 100%, and they didn't put all the villas on. It seemed exactly the same.
Yeah, that's why I took it out, because it wasn't
Weird.
working.
And
And that's
it
why
got phased out. Yeah,
that's why I think they took it out, because they found out it wasn't working.
Interesting.
Because there was probably like a new programmer inside the background, and he was like, "Oh, look, they did. They included this stuff," and he started including it, and then he found out, it's not working.
Yeah.
And then he was like, "Well, I better take these out." So,
and it could also be that in an earlier version of the game, like a beta or alpha version of the game, it did work, but they realised that they came up with like a better hard-coded system. Because I noticed there's also an SN for like plan, like gatherers build plan, and I think the villagers also just sort of try to collect resources based on the AI file, right? Like if you put lots of priests in the AI, they collect more gold and stuff. If you don't put, like I've noticed my AIs that don't include a single tower, they don't really bother gathering stone, which makes sense because they don't need it, right? But if you put loads of towers in, then they collect stone, obviously. So it might be that they just initially they had that, but it didn't. They came up with a better system, basically.
yeah, I think that's right.
There's a lot like that. There's some, they say, some of the SNs it says being phased out, doesn't it?
Yeah,
it's probably just one that they forgot to say was phased out. It was just kind of an afterthought.
So both AIs have found their berries, thankfully, this round. Egypt needs 3 victories in a row, which is seemingly impossible at this point.
It's unlikely, isn't it?
We haven't seen it
because there was
yet.
the first game was really close, right? And they still didn't win. I thought that my AI was actually dead in that one. I checked your AI is perfect. It does have minimum civilian explorers at 0. So putting it at that 1 instead of the 0 might have helped last game, I guess. So I mean, I've noticed a lot of the default AIs are like that as well, but I think it probably is an issue why some of the default AIs get stuck sometimes as well. There's the fact that sometimes there's a rule that says after you've explored a certain amount of the map, then stop exploring with your bills, and it's like, but what if I've not found my food? Then I'm screwed. Yeah. So I think changing that from minimum from 0 to 1, so you've always got one bill exploring would probably help with that. Maybe. Also help with finding the enemies in long games, right?
Yeah.
Something I'm thinking about is for my expert. I don't think I've even done it for mine, but I think it's something I'm thinking about is making the minimum of one villager exploring all times, right? So you find your resources more.
So they've actually killed 2 elephants over here, which we lost 1 villager.
But they're getting a lot of food there.
Fool's age for Sumer.
My farm's coming up right away, yeah.
Yep. Farms are coming straight up. Market, of course, since farms are there. They really need to get up. It's so slow. There they go. They're starting to do it. You need to catch up. Play the catch-up game. Still totally possible at this point. I want to see something. Terrible storage placement behind this barracks. Just a lot of bad things about this AI in general. Okay, so got up to Fool's age.
Better than last game.
So building the archery range, building another storage. Yeah. Over here, got a market, got some extra, killed an elephant. Found some more berries.
Mine has a lot of storage pits. Have you seen count how many storage pits mine
Yeah,
has?
they got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4.
Yeah, I think it's in the AI file for them to make a lot of them. Or I think it's the max distance as well. So, or the mid distance. Like, I think you can change them because so they're able to place them close together or something.
Sorry if you can hear my cat in the background. She's hungry. She's ready for dinner.
I think one reason mine is how many have I got for actually farming? Oh, bronze. I was going to say one reason mine is bronze age. That's not too bad actually, is it?
Bronze age, 23 minutes.
I mean, 21 minutes. I played the game earlier myself. And I was actually copying SumerSlippingAway's build and playing the game. That's reverse. You know how I normally play the game and then copy it with the AI script. This time I actually was playing this. I was playing the SumerSlippingAway, and I got up at like 21 minutes. So 23 minutes. They're only 10 minutes later than I'd be, right? Which is, for an AI is pretty good, eh?
Yep. Pretty good. Getting those chariots going on there.
Of course, I could get up a lot faster than that, but I wouldn't be following the Sumer build. I would be doing my own thing. Because I was doing it, so I was following the list, so I wasn't allowed to do... I wasn't allowed to, you know... Some things I was allowed to skip, and some I wasn't based on the rules of the build order, so I was limited. And I did AI things like... only built buildings with like one villager and stuff like that. So I had limitations like that.
So this might be the best game that we've seen so far between these AI. I mean,
it might. Oh, yours is Bronze Age now.
Yeah, they've
so
gone
just
up
a few minutes after.
Yeah.
How many villagers have they both got? Mine should have 21.
21 and 25.
Yeah, yours is 25. Mine stops at 21. It's interesting, I'm surprised that my Sumer AI is as good as it is, because it doesn't make that many builds, does it? But it does make him deadly in Iron Age, because it means he has lots of... If he does get up to Iron Age, he has lots of pop space, doesn't he? Because he only has 21 builds, then that's what, 50 minus 21, that's, 29 for army, right? Shit, 50 pops quite a lot.
23 minutes to get up into the Bronze Age is a very good time.
That's why I was surprised when you said that he's Bronze Age wasn't it? I was like, what? I thought that was the one thing he was good at.
Oh, no. If I said something wrong, what I meant to say is SumerSlippingAway is I'm usually able to see him getting up into Iron Age. That's what I'm saying. I usually see him, by the match is over, he is usually researching Iron Age.
Interesting. He does make a lot of chariots as well in Bronze. It's not like he doesn't do much in Bronze. Yeah, it's quite. I think it's my other AI. Maybe he's not as good as Cheeky, but I think that he's my second best AI probably. But yeah, the Assyrian. I do agree my new eyes, but my least good one's definitely the Hittite one.
So we should see warriors coming out here shortly from Egypt, at least. I mean, you've got Iron Age. This is
my god!
This is what I'm afraid.
Is this what you meant?
Yes, this is what I meant.
And I've got their big armies. It does seem like quite a good AI if it doesn't die.
Yeah,
its weakness is the fact it doesn't make any army in Tool Age, right?
Or
towers. It's very greedy.
This is an automatic victory for Sumer, because Egypt cannot win, even if they were inside Imperial. See, this is what I'm talking about.
Because of the horse archers.
The horse archers just make.
Yeah, I'm really happy with this AI. I still think I can improve it though. For the next tournament, are you gonna be updating any of your current AIs for next one, or are you just gonna be submitting new ones or leaving them as is?
It'll depend.
I'll definitely upgrade mine.
It'll depend.
I might replace some and upgrade some, but I might just upgrade them all.
I'll probably be removing Egypt because it hasn't been performing well. I mean, sometimes
an AI needs something. Not just AIs, but if you make music or you do art or anything creative, sometimes in order to fix something, you need to change it so much that it would be quicker to just start from scratch.
It's not the original anymore. After you've changed it...
that as well. After that much, it's not the original. And if you trying to keep it at the original is like a limitation that prevents you from improving it, really, if it's not that good. It's a bit like if a computer is damaged. Like if all the parts are damaged, if you have to replace all the parts to fix it, it's actually a new computer, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like a car. People talk about their fancy cars and everything. I mean, they want to restore their cars to what they. If you keep on, replacing parts of your car, it's not the original car anymore. It's a new. You basically made a new car.
That's actually exactly why I changed the name. You know how I did 4 versions of this AI and then I changed the name and made it version 1, but then it continued from version 4. The reason why I did that is because I felt like it had changed enough that it was like a new AI, right?
Yeah.
But even though it was very similar, but it still felt different.
Yeah, it's good logic. It's good logic.
So what I tend to do is I just keep it the same version until I've changed it so much it feels like a new one. But that way I'm not starting from scratch then, I'm sort of evolving them, aren't I?
When I was first starting Reactionary, and that's Age of Empires 2 AI. It originally had a different name called Frankenstein, because I was trying to take, examples. It was kind of like a combination code from several different AIs, like the Horde and Barbarian, and I was trying to get them into using them as an example. And I felt like I was, putting a monster together from all of those, and that's why I called it Frankenstein. But it evolved into a point where it wasn't the same AI anymore. It became something more than itself. It became reactionary, which was an evolution of that. So, and unfortunately, he did not get a chance to play inside the Davis Cup, but was Cheeky included inside the Davis Cup? Not Cheeky, Rhapsody?
Inside the Davis Cup? It didn't exist.
No, but it's coming up here. I don't know if you saw that. I think it has 64 AI in it. Is that right?
Oh, I didn't submit him, but I could have done, couldn't I? Because there are some other weak ones in. I wish I had now. I think it's too late. He might have been like the weakest one, but he might have beat one AI. It might have been the second. Out of 64 AIs, it might have been able to beat one once or something.
Yeah, I'm still, but anyways.
What was it you were going to say?
Reactionary might have been able to participate in it, but only the General and several other AI were actually included inside that. So are we actually going to see Iron Age from both of these players coming here? Because we still don't have an attack. Look at all these troops. This is scary, dude. This is very... It's now or never, Egypt. Get your act together. I mean, he has an army, but it is nothing compared to...
Oh, that is a big army. You see, that's the advantage of having few numbers of villagers, right? Is that you get more pop. Because I think villages are less important the less pop you have. I imagine if you play a 25 pop game, right? If you make 20 villages, you only get 5 army. So 20 villages is even too much in 25
That's
pop.
why...
So I think that villages are more important the more pop you have, so I think villages are less important than 50 pop, yeah.
That's why, in theory, early villagers should be a retrain instead of a permanent thing.
Yeah, so if they die, they get replaced with army, yeah.
I think something we should probably do in the future...
The only issue is them not dying and then you getting destroyed in one blow. I think I was thinking that, actually, it's funny you say that. When I was in bed trying to nap, right, I couldn't sleep, I just rested. Because racing through my mind, I was thinking about, okay, make 15 villages in Stone Age that are retrains, then 15...
Something interesting
in Tool, and then, it's funny that we were thinking about the same thing.
That we should do is, we should make a combination AI. I think that you and I should combine forces and make one AI together.
We should do it literally one rule by, line by line. Have you ever played that sort of never-ending story thing where you write one sentence in a story and the other person writes the next one? We should do that, but for AI files and stuff. You really do line by line, You do it with there on voice, and you put the line in, using AI edit or whatever. And then you put the next one in, and then you put one in. And then we don't tell each other what the plan is or anything, so it's totally fun. It might not be very strong, but it'll be really fun.
Yeah.
It's like, I was going to go for that, now that screwed up my plan of doing that.
I think that we should probably have a serious AI, and we should probably have...
And a funny one.
Yeah,
the serious one we actually update and work on together, But the fun... I think that I think that this AI might be the
This is
strongest in the tournament late game. You know, like if it gets to like full pot late game,
Yeah, this is cheating.
all the upgrades in. I think this is the. Even though I think that, I think other AIs can beat this AI earlier on, but I think if it gets to this point, this AI is kind of strong.
I was talking about this match. This match is cheating.
Yeah, this match is over as well, yeah, for sure.
But at least we got to see. I mean, we got to see a mini battle over there, which I think was good, right? And Egypt got to attack, but only got to kill 6. Embarrassing, but it is what it is. I mean, I might make another Egypt AI. At least it got.
Yeah, Egypt's a good civ.
Well, I have problems with it, but. Anyway,
it's not the strongest, but it's I should do an Egypt one, shouldn't I? So Macedonia, our AI is officially going to fight. It will be Macedonia. So round 2 is ready, right? So you don't want to stay up longer. You don't want me to.
I think we should do it tomorrow or some other time. I'm going to get out of this and.
So I'll just let you know before you stop the video. Have you stopped the video?
No. It's not stopped yet. It hasn't stopped.
Okay, so I'm just going to say, so for round 2, the brackets are, the first match is Immortal Greek against Invasion Force Land. I think Immortal Greek is the big favourite there, I don't know about you.
Immortal Greek.
Then we have an Immortal fight where it's going to be Immortal Manoa against Immortal Yamato. Now that's quite interesting, because we've got the one that beat Centurion against the one that beat one of my AIs.
Hey, Toa, can you share that chart? Can you share your chart with us here, maybe for a second?
And then you can.
Yeah.
It's easier then. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I'll just
share it inside the vanilla folder here, and we can follow along with you as you go through it here.
The vanilla folder. Yeah. Oh, I think I know what you mean.
Yeah, inside the vanilla folder, inside the scripting. AOE1.
Yeah.
There we go.
Then you can share it on your screen.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I'm sharing it right now. So I'm pulling it up, and we can follow along. So standings. Oh, bracket. Come on, pull it up the bracket. There we go.
Yeah. So, shall I start again, or do you want to do it?
Yeah, start again so we can kind of follow along with you.
Okay, so round 2, it's going to be, first match will be Immortal Greek against Invasion Force Land. I think you can probably agree that Immortal Greek's the big favourite there.
Yeah.
Based on what we've seen. Then it will be interesting because we'll have the first, no, it's not the first ever Immortal battle, but it will be interesting. Immortal Manoa versus Immortal Yamato. They're both winners, but they're 2 Immortal AIs. It will be the one that beat Centurion, Immortal Manoa, and the one that beat Phil Highland Hittite. Who do you think will win that one? I'm not that sure. But
this is a tough one. I want to say Yamato, because I think
so too.
Because I think Manoa got lucky against Centurion.
Yeah.
And I
agree.
Unless the luck.
Yamato's strategy seemed quite similar to Macedonia Horse Fighters. I think it's just yours mixes in hoplites as well, but they go full cavalry, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yours might be a bit better, but seems quite strong. Immortal Yamato seems kind of mid-tier. Yeah, then we have Immortal Samaria against Tricky Remland. What do you think will win there?
So in the first round, that was
the one that 3-2 beat the Assyrian one. That's an interesting match.
This is a tough one here. This is a tough one.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't say on that one. That is tough.
Oh, that will be an interesting one. Yeah. And then we've got Macedonia Horse Fighters against Sumo, and you've already said you think that Macedonia Horse Fighters can take Sumo, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I guess I have to go with
the cavalry, right?
I guess I have to go with Cheeky on the other one, because I already said earlier that I think it's going to come down to Immortal, Cheeky, and Immortal Greek.
Yeah, so
I guess I have
that'll
to
be
go
the
with
top three,
Cheeky.
you think? Yeah.
I guess because but Sumeria is just a good AI. I mean, it could go either way there, but I want to go with Cheeky.
5 games. Oh, sorry, 7. But the other thing is round 2 is best of 7s, right? So that means there's more chance. Obviously, the more match games, the less chance it will be down to bugs, and the more chance it will be down to the better AI. The more games in it, like the grand final being best of 11. Even if an AI bugs out like 3 times each, there's still lots of other games. There's up to 11, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's a sensible thing. What do you think? That the further deeper you get, the more, because it's more interesting matches, right? Because we've got rid of some of the, well, not necessarily weaker ones in theory, but I like the idea of further in the tournament you get, the longer the series. What do you think?
Yep, I agree.
Yeah.
Those are the
But I decided to make the bronze match the same as length as round 2, best of 7. I felt like having a best of 9 just for bronze match felt too long. But for the semi-finals, it felt fine. So the bronze match will be the same length as in round 2, best of 7.
Right.
And then semi-finals are best of 9. And then the finals, best of 11 for final, because it is the absolute grand final, right? We want to make sure that the best one wins.
So who do you think will be champion? So I've given you my prediction. Who do you think will be but first, between these two, you have to give your prediction since I gave mine.
I think mine will win.
You okay? Well, that's fair enough. Give it. Why do you think so?
Because I think mine has I could be wrong, but I think mine has a faster bronze age. So I think that.
Could fairly well be. Yeah.
And it's also because yours doesn't make 2 Lamy and mine doesn't either, right? So I feel like the one that gets bronze quick first kind of wins. But the other issue is mine does lots of upgrades, since yours probably goes for army first, quicker.
Yeah, that's why
I think chariot archers, even though they're weaker than cavalry, they can they do a lot of annoying running back and shooting, don't they? Which kind of is a way they can hold on.
It'll definitely be interesting to watch.
I do think it'll be close, though. I think if mine wins, it'll probably be like, maybe not to 7 games. It'll go to like 6 or 7, between 5 and I'm expecting between 5 and 7 games in that set.
It definitely won't be.
It won't be like 4-0. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not going to be 3-0 here. You're going to have a tougher match with.
Or 4-0, because it's a best of 7. Yeah, they're gonna win some each. I agree. And the other thing, who do I think will be champion? I don't want to say it, but I'm worried that it's gonna be Immortal Greek.
I have problems with that. I have problems with Immortal Greek being champion. I don't think they will be. But
you're right. Yeah.
But we don't know. We don't know.
I think if it's any of the I think if it's going to be any of the Immortals, it would either be Greek or Yamato. I don't think it will be Minoru or Samaria that would win, for sure.
It'll definitely be tough. I mean, it's not going to be a clear victor. This is.
I'll tell you what I say won't win. Invasion Force Land is not going to win.
And this guy
the tournament.
This is out of here. I mean. Oh.
I'd be really surprised. Can you imagine if he won? That would be a big surprise.
This is like a seed.
He just went by pure luck.
This is like a seed 16 versus a seed 1 here. I mean,
it's so funny. It's because the seeds are randomized. Look, the first round.
Yeah.
Immortal Greek got seed 16. Immortal Greek is seed 16.
It's like seed
really,
16.
We put him at like 3-3.
It's like seed 15.
Immortal Egypt, right, was seed 1. So it's almost like backwards.
They were perfect for each other because
they were quite yeah, because they were both like the odd ones out, weren't they? They're not one of the Immortals and not one of ours, and they fought each other. So that was cool. So I really enjoyed this.
This is,
and I hope you enjoy my DV. Are you going to do that before you go to bed?
I'm going to watch.
It's just under an hour, so.
I will watch part of it. I'm probably, as you can see, it's 11:44. I'm going to have to wake up here in 6 hours, so I'll watch part of it.
So maybe you just watch the first game or something.
Yeah, I will do that. So this is definitely interesting. I'm predicting a win here for. I'm going to say it. I'm going to.
Do you think it'll be quite close though?
I don't think either one will win every single match.
Yeah, that's for sure. I think we'll at least take one each.
But
I think it will. I think that we'll probably at least take 2 games each. In a best of 7, it will be at least 2. One of us will get 2. I think
these two matches are.
I think it'll be 4-2 either way. Then 4-2, yeah,
are definitely
4-3.
Oh yeah, 4-3 is probably what I think. These two are definitely more interesting fights than the. Well, this might be an interesting fight, but this is not. This
the first one isn't because it's just a massacre, isn't it? It might be entertaining. It might be funny because Invasion Force does build if it gets there, it builds this huge army of random units. It's like I'll have some of that. I'll have some of that. It's like a classic AI algorithm. And then it's just going to get massive, and then Immortal Great's like, yeah, I'll just make hoplites and catapults. Screw your mixed
Yeah. What was the one that in Age of Empires 2 that Barbarian challenged first round? I mean, he challenged Inside Kings of Arabia. That was just a total blowout.
Oh, let me.
You know which one I'm talking about?
Was it? Oh, Games God.
Games God. That's right. It's going to be kind of like that. Here.
I know, like Games God against Barbarian. You think?
Yeah, it's going to be a Games God versus Barbarian match here, and this is how does.
But if I've just realised, if Immortal Greek does well, we assume Immortal Greek beats Invasion Force Land. If we're right about Immortal Yamato beating Immortal Manoa, I think Immortal Greek versus Immortal Yamato as a semi-final will be interesting. Yeah. We're definitely going to have an Immortal semi-final. We're going to have an Immortal semi-final and probably a semi-final with both of our AIs. All 2 of mine, but
I'm hoping that.
I don't think Immortal Samaria will beat Cheeky. By the way, I do think Cheeky will beat Immortal Samaria, but maybe not.
Okay, I'm hoping.
I think it will be. I think it might be. It could be 4-2 that one, maybe.
Yeah, I'm hoping for Cheeky here, and then it's going to be one.
But I think Immortal Samaria is one of the stronger ones. I think Immortal Samaria is either second or third strongest after Greek.
So it'll be
stronger than Manoa, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, that's coming up tomorrow. I don't know if we can do every single one of these matches tomorrow because that's a lot of matches.
And longer, remember, they're best of 7. Also, they're best of 7, they go on longer.
Yeah.
So we might end up being. We'll just do what we feel like, right?
Yeah. It just depends on what we feel like.
We should definitely finish what we're in the middle of, probably. But
so everyone, thank you for watching this first round with us. It was definitely a great experience. You know, we had some poor games, and we had some good games. I mean, but we had some good games.
Which was your favorite series?
I mean, which one has been my favorite of the series so far?
The most entertaining one, yeah.
I liked the Tools Age fight between who had the Tools Age fight? Was it a series?
Oh yeah, there was that.
Somebody had a Tools Age fight.
Yeah, it might have been the
Cheeky
Immortals.
No, it wasn't.
No, because Cheeky. It was that one. Immortal Samaria against best. Was it that one?
This was interesting, but I also liked when Centurion. I liked the fights here.
Basically, the 2 that went to 5 games were probably the most interesting. But I tell you what, I think that the Cheeky one we did today was the best one to date. For sure.
Yeah, this was a good fight. They both reached Imperial.
I'm biased because I'm quite proud of Cheeky.
Yep, I was proud of Centurion. I mean, it's good AI. Fair.
But if Cheeky lost from bugging out, I'd still be proud of him. You know, so I'm sure Centurion. It's not his fault that he bugged out. I think once we get better with per files, either there's no way to stop that because AOE1 vanilla is too limited, or either that, or we just need to get better with per files. Because I think the answer with the getting stuck is in I think it's to do with exploration rules. If it's at all fixable, it will be by improving the exploration so they find their resources better. Right. That's what I think.
So this second
is it
round
then,
will
isn't it?
be pretty interesting. So
yeah, that one looks more interesting than round one, actually. I think, yeah, because we've
taken out a couple, and
yeah, I don't know.
I just hope that we don't have. This is going to
A full
be
immortal.
this is going to be all immortal here, and this isn't going to be an immortal here. So at least one of us won't be an immortal going into.
Yeah, it's possible that the semi-finals. I mean, the semi-finals will have to include at least one.
Let's cross our fingers
of ours.
Let's cross our fingers and hope Sumeria gets knocked out, and so we don't have an immortal going here. So,
but it's possible that we could have a final. One thing's that it's possible we could have a final between two immortals, which would be sad. But,
we would have to acknowledge
that they're good, and we'd have to learn from them, right? We'd have to watch and be like, this best of 11 with two immortals is something to study, because these two are obviously better than the other ones. Because Immortal Egypt is not something to study, right?
Boo.
Not your Egypt, Immortal Egypt's like it was.
Yep. And then
that was so much weaker than the others, wasn't it?
Boo, boo, and both Egypts here were boo. But I mean, but at least he got to Imperial in that last
make more
game.
priests. I think priests are the answer with Egypt. I think that's the more priests.
Egypt test AI here did better than Immortal Egypt there.
Oh yeah, Immortal Egypt is. I'm surprising it's immortal, right? It's so much weaker than the others.
We should have included Egypt War Elephants or something.
But I do think as well, if we do a Rise of Rome one, the Rise of Rome Immortal Egypt is different to the. They don't just like put in slingers and sort of new technologies and stuff. They actually do improve the build orders and things in Rise of Rome as well. So that's something interesting. Sometimes they try to, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that would be
interesting.
Anyway,
so I'm going to call it
good night. I hope you enjoyed the first match of the D one.
Yep.
I also put it in the D.
You put it
on the server in the D section.
Great. So everyone can see on my screen where to click and where to go to.
And the D one, right?
All right.
I mean, I put the video of the other one. Yeah.
Cool. All right. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Round one, the DE Highland version. So it's different in only one way, and Toa will show you the knights.
Well, it's two ways, actually. It's different in that it's definitive edition, but it's also different because...
hey, Toa, there was Night Stalker. not Night Walker.
Oh, right. Whoops. But in the I put it right in the actual game, I think.
Okay, cool. Well, Nightwalker. I mean, Nightwalker. I mean, that sounds cool too.
That could be another version. Yeah, but anyway, sorry about that.
That's cool.
What was I going to say? So the other thing is, oh shit, I forgot what I was going to say.
Well, it's getting late. We'll have to continue.
Oh yeah, the Rise of Rome. They'll be using, like Centurion will be using Romans, Shiki will be using Romans. Invasion Force Lamb will be using Carthaginian. And Macedonian Horse Force will be using Macedonian.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
So other than that's the other difference.
Oh,
right.
I am interested to watch this. Cool.
Good night.
All right, we'll call it quits here, and then I'll go ahead and start watching your video. So.
Thanks, man. It's been fun.
Yep, it's been fun. See you tomorrow.
See you soon.
Yep.